is bright and fair. Oh, happy day of joy. It's Throwback Thursday. My name is Denise Dennis Waller. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about honorary degrees versus earned degrees. But before that, bring out your mobile devices. Yes, you heard me. Turn on your data. Visit oneplay.ng. That's the number one. NG. Oneplay.ng. And then, of course, buy as many tickets as possible with just 500 naira. Because on the sunny side today, 2 people will be winning 25,000 naira each. 2 people won on Hello Port Harcourt. 2 people will be winning on the sunny side. And also on Extra Time today. So bring your phones. You either go to oneplay.ng or you dial the USSD code *347 *880 *6#. That's *347 *880 *6#. And buy. Keep buying. You never know. I mean, some of the winners I've had last week and this week have won more than once. Some of them have bought ticket more than once. So guess what? I think, I'm not that sure, but I think that the more tickets you buy, the higher your chances of winning. And you see, it is not up to me to decide. There is a system in front of me that usually decides that from the pool of numbers, it will spin and spin and spin and spin, and then one winner would emerge. It may be you today. Make sure, in fact, not it may be you, make sure it is you today. You have between now and 3 p.m. No, between now and 2:55 p.m. when I'll sign off on the sunny side to buy those tickets. And that increases your chances of winning and getting into the draw. And guess what? Tomorrow there's going to be a jackpot. You don't want to miss it for anything in the world. Having said that, let's dive right into the conversation for today. Picture this conversation. Please start addressing me as doctor. Yes, I have doctor now. Doctor has added. How? When? You begin to wonder when this person went to a medical school or when they obtained their PhD. And then they say, I got an honorary degree. So, I'm now a doctor of this, doctor of that. And I say, oh, wow, congratulations. I mean, some people have complained. Is it complained? They have, shared their opinions on the several ways they get every now and then from one institution of higher learning, congratulating them and telling them that, you know what, you are going to be honored with a doctorate degree. All you need to do is do this. The ceremony is happening here and there. I even hear that sometimes you're going to have to pay a certain amount. It's not called a payment per se. It's just more like a support. They say, support this with this amount and that amount. And then you get there. They wear you the gown. They wear you the cap. And hello, they call you forth. And that's it. You've earned an honorary PhD. But how much do we rate them, really? Now, let's look at the difference between the honorary degree and the earned degree. It's pretty simple, right? The honorary degree is a symbolic academic title awarded by a university to an individual who has made significant contributions. I like us to underline the word significant contributions. You have made significant contributions to a particular field or society without having completed the formal academic requirements for that degree. It is a way for the universities to honor individuals for their achievements and their impact. So, this is this field, maybe in the field of agriculture, maybe in the field of human resources, maybe in the field of, think of as many fields as possible. You have made significant impacts. So, you don't have to go through school Whether or not you've been to the university, I know a prominent person in Nigeria who was given a doctorate. No records of being in any school as at that time. So you don't have to be in school to get that degree. You don't have to have passed through the four walls of an institution of learning to get that degree. It is basically because of your significant contributions to a particular field or society. It is a way for the universities to honor you. You don't earn it. It's more like an acknowledgement of your contribution, your achievement, and your exceptional impact. Now, for the earned degree, it's like when you write your WAEC, you write your JAM, you write your UTME, post-UTME, you gain admission, you spend 4 or 5 years, you come out, you go for your master's, you do it, you come back, you go for your PhD. You earn it. An earned degree is a qualification awarded after successfully completing a course of study at a college or university based on academic work performance. So your performance will determine whether or not you get it. It is not honorary. It is not any recognition. You put in the work, you are accessed. And then they say, you know what? Upon completion, that is when the institution will award you the diploma or the certificate as formal recognition of the achievement. But then in our society today, we have people with these degrees. Earned, honorary. Do you rate honorary degrees as highly as earned degrees? When someone says they got a degree from an institution and they didn't have to go to school for it, they didn't have to earn it, they were awarded these degrees, would you rate it as much as someone who actually went through this institution of higher learning, put in the work, did assignments, sat in class, did their thesis, did everything that was presented, their seminars and all of that, did their project defense and all of that? Let's talk. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages 0809-030-6416. Again, 0809-030-6416. On X, we are at Nigeria Info page, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 page. Now, our call screener is in standby to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So when you do call, the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but that of the call screener. And then, of course, if for any reason you're unable to get through to us via the phone line, send us a message, tweet at us on X at Nigeria Info PH. Again, is our X handle. Watch us live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 page. And in the comment section, do well to drop your comments. Do you rate honorary degrees as highly as earned degrees? When you see a doctor of philosophy in the field of agriculture, doctor of philosophy in this, and you ask, they must have done this, done that, written these articles, published this book, did this, did that, and then someone who just, was doing their thing, doing their business, and an institution calls them and says, hey, we are honoring you with this degree. Between the person who went through this institution of higher learning and subjected themselves to all the processes, to all of the taxes, to all of the payments, you have to pay tuition fees and all of that. And then that person who is doing well in his field and was honored. Which would you rate more? Obina from Iriebe. Hi, Obina. Welcome to the sunny side.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Obina. Let's talk.
You see, when I remember how I suffered, I went through primary school, went to secondary school, right jam, and jive was biting me, WAEC was WAECing me here and there. And at the end of the day, I went to the university, went to early morning class, 7 o'clock, sometimes 6:30. Sometimes I will eat 001, 100, and other things, just to get this certificate or this degree. And you are telling me that somebody was in his house or in his office or in his village, and the university will just call him to come and dash him, what they call honorary degree. I think it makes mockery of all the efforts that I personally made to acquire a degree. When I left secondary school, I had some of my friends who said that they will not go to university. They must go and start trading.
Mm.
And today, most of them are trading, and they are doing well. So I think that all these certificates of, what do they call it, honorary degree certificate, is making mockery of majority of us that went to school.
Obinna, are you with me? Obinna. Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Obinna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, permit me to ask you, Obinna, what did you study in school?
I read chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. Now, have you been practicing chemical engineering?
No, I said no.
Never for once have you practiced chemical engineering?
I practiced this once, and before you know it, I was, I was no longer in the firm that was, doing chemical engineering.
Okay. Now, Obinna, let me ask you something. Do you know anybody at all that has done something significant in the chemical engineering field? It's a yes or no question. If you don't know anyone, it's not a problem at all. But do you know anybody?
I know so many of them.
Okay, good. Now, Obinna, this somebody or this so many of them that you know, they have done something significant. It has been impactful to society. It has been impactful to the chemical engineering field. If an institution of higher learning now say, Chibweze, in this field, you have done this and done this and done that. In fact, your impact can be felt by all and sundry, like some people will say. On that note, we want to honor you with a doctorate in chemical engineering. Obinna, will you feel bad?
No, I will not feel bad.
Why?
Because that person that you are talking about maybe has a first degree in chemical engineering.
Uh-huh.
He has gone through a process.
Okay.
Not a trader in our area.
Okay, but Obinna, hold on. Now, you will not feel bad because he has a first degree. However, he doesn't have a master's. And then he moves from just having a first degree to getting a doctorate.
I will not have a problem in that one.
You won't have a problem with it?
Yes, where I usually have a problem is maybe a trader in our area who has made money. Maybe he finds his way.
Okay, fine. A trader in our area who has made money, maybe that trader has been trading for a very long time, and maybe they want to honor him in trading, doctorate in trading. Maybe he has traded so well that he has like how many people he has done. What's that thing that they do? Apprenticeship. People have done apprenticeship. He has raised people and all of that. What if they decide to honor him in business? Give me a one very fancy name. Business procurement. It's coming and going in my head. What if they try? Business management. I mean, for someone to have traded that much, raised so much people, it means he knows how to manage business very well.
But most times it is very disheartening that most of the people that they award this doctorate degree,
they have not really impacted, or they didn't go to school.
Honorary doctorate degree. Most of them cannot even read and write.
Okay.
Or just that they have money.
They have money. Yeah. Obina's problem is that some of them that are being awarded cannot read and write, but then they have money. Let's hear from Patrick from HA. Sorry, Patrick, for keeping you waiting. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yes. Thank you very much. Honorary Patrick, I have come from my friend HA. To me, wisdom is different than knowledge. Do you get my point?
I'm trying to get your point.
To me now, the reason why we are going to school is for we to acquire knowledge. It is not. Now, God bless you with wisdom. You are both learning and achieving anything because it's still embedded in you. I am not against anybody that want to acquire anything on say that you want a word degree, because you have already gotten the wisdom from God and you have empowered community and you have done something that is representable to the whole nation and to the public. And that is the reason why he's still also going to school. I'm not against. If such a person comes to be awarded a degree, it's something that is noticeable for him to receive. Because the reason why we are going to school is for we to do all these things. So I am not against it.
Okay.
It's all equal to what we need.
It's all equals to what we need. That's what Patrick says. Oko Namdi sends this one from our pre-sale. And it reads, Oko Namdi from Labour and Afipo. Both are different because the other, you can't use it for employment, while the other will gainfully put food on your table. But Lemafi Bika says, degree or no degree, who sabi the job, na him get the job. Who sabi the job, na him get the job. You sabi the job. There is theory. There is what is obtainable in the classroom. And then, of course, there is application of what has been taught in the classroom. Now, if I go by the definition of what an honorary degree is, it's simply put, these people have been practicing. These people may not have gone through the four walls of an institution of learning, but in the real sense of it, they have been practicing. They have been innovative. They have made impact. In fact, to be very honest with you, some of the theories that you know that you would have to, what's the word called now? You will have to prove during examinations that you know them. After you pass the examinations, how many times have you actually practiced? Okay, let's start from some very basic things. I remember back then, was it in integrated science or was it in chemistry or one of those things? There is acid and there is base, right? There is a test for acid and there is a test for base. I don't know which of them turns lithium paper to somebody. All them chemistry people turn lithium. One of them turns the color of lithium paper to something else. And then the other one does not. That's how you can tell which is acid and which is base. Am I right? Good. Now, you know that. That is what it is. You know it. However, someone else that didn't go to the classroom on his own did some things behind the scene and came to the discovery that, oh, if you do this and this is what happens. What if he took that someone else to actually make you know that when you put this and this together, this is what happens? But because you see that someone else that was busy just putting things together and experimenting without having any template, no written notes handed down and all of that, did not go to school. If tomorrow he is honored for just knowing that when you put lithium paper and this one and that one together, this is what you get, would you feel angry that you that went to school? The person was saying how he knew that plus x minus x equals to this, could do this as an engineer, mechanical engineer. However, when his car broke down or whenever his car breaks down, he cannot understand how plus x minus x plus y can fix his car. He calls a mechanic who clearly did not go to school, learned under someone. That guy will come and touch one or two wires, get under the car, do quick here and quick here, and guess what? The car starts working. If that guy does that same thing consistently, to the point where he's able to build a car, a made in Nigerian car, and an institution decides to award him a doctorate honorary degree, the one who knows the plus x minus y equals to z and the rest of them, would he feel bad? Think about it all. Do you rate honorary degrees as highly as earned degrees? I have some messages on WhatsApp, by the way. Litmus paper, thank you. Acid turns red and base turns blue. At least I just know that one of them turns to another color. Thank you so much. This one is from acid turns blue, litmus paper red, while base turns... Okay, thank you. All them chemistry students, they've started coming out. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, what's your name?
This is Dakuku from Abokiche.
Dakuku, you're welcome. You have 30 seconds.
So,
60 seconds.
Sister, listen, knowledge is different from wisdom. Wisdom is something given by God. Knowledge is something for people to go to school. Most of them who have that wisdom is to know how to read and write. That is why they go to school. Even for some people, some of them who are doctors, they know what they are doing. But who are awarded as a doctor degree in whatever qualification where they are, whether English or whatever. So they know what they are doing. But the problem is that the wisdom is not there with most of them. Most of them who are barrister, the wisdom is not there. But they are educated. The knowledge is there, but the wisdom is not there. That's the major thing on it. It does not mean that somebody who went to school will become a doctor degree. He don't know who said that. He don't know anything. Who said that? Yeah.
All right, thank you, Dakuku. This one is from... They didn't leave a name. Good afternoon, Denise. Do people use honorary degrees to look for work? The person that earned and the person that was honored both paid their dues and sacrificed something. In fact, the person that made positive societal impact in a specific area deserves more honor. A trader in Mokoro market who have kept his business records upright and expand to other markets in the last 10 years deserves an honorary degree, my opinion. And then this other message says, there's nothing wrong in honorary degrees. I have a friend that is a major contractor to most drilling companies, knowing all the chemistry and applications without having any degrees. Some lecturers trip his office for different consultations at mile 3. You know what? Let's go on a break. We'll come back and continue with this message.
You are tuned in to
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back after this.